Hello, ladies. I think we are live. I think we are live. Oh my goodness. Hello, ladies. I'm just give me a couple minutes to get this sorted. It's my very first live on YouTube, and I'm so excited. Won't be the last. Okay, I think we have everything set. Hi, ladies. Welcome. If you're watching live, say hello. Tell me where you are from, where you are tuning in from. And if you are, hi, Esther. If you're watching the replay, say hello in the comments as well, where you are tuning in from, what part of the world you're tuning in from. So, today's topic. So, I got a comment when I posted and shared my standards in courtship and what I'm looking for in a husband, my non-negotiables, and I received this comment from the UK. We're in the UK. I'm gonna head to London soon. I've always wanted to do Christmas. I don't know if I'm really close to the mic. I've always wanted to do Christmas in London. It's just so beautiful. And you guys' accents are so like, so posh, so nice. Okay, so the comment that I received. So I'm gonna read the comment, and I really want to break down this comment, and I feel like it's gonna help so many women, especially if you really resonate with what this woman's like limiting beliefs and what she wrote in the comment. And I'm really going to help you realize that it's not an external thing. It's not a man, like it's not a man problem. It's not a man problem. It's not a lack of XYZ problem. It's not an impossible problem. It's a you problem. So, and that is how some women struggle with attracting a certain type of man, and how some women attract extraordinary, impossible type of men, where a lot of women are looking on Instagram, they're looking like, how did like that is like couple goals. Like, how do I get that? Where are they? What apps are they on? Like, what country do I need to move to? What city do I need to move to? But it's none of that, ladies. It's always you. They will find you, and your lives are gonna collide, and it's gonna feel effortless, and it's all an internal thing. It's a mindset thing, and it's an energy thing. So this woman wrote, "This is all beautiful." And by the way, if you haven't read or seen this post, it's on my Instagram. It's on a YouTube post as well, where I posted about my courtship and husband non-negotiables. And this is a reply, a comment this woman wrote. "This is all beautiful in theory, but maybe unrealistic. I'm 37 years old. I'm fit, and I'm a PhD." She's got a PhD. "I'm told frequently that I'm attractive and friendly. My standards are much lower than yours, and still cannot find a kind, respectful, masculine provider man. I don't even want him to be rich. I just want him to have enough to survive without struggling. Sometimes I wonder if I'll be forever alone. At some point, I think women just have to settle if they want a relationship. I remember a video Mina did on adjusting your standards. If you're still not married yourself, maybe your standards are too high." So there's many things in here that I'm going to break down. So the first thing is, she wrote, "This is all beautiful in theory, but maybe unrealistic." So that is number one thing, ladies. Whatever you believe, so it is. So it is. So I want to ask you, would you rather believe what you want is possible or impossible? Because what you believe in is going to hold true, because your external reality is you pushed out. Really think about that, ladies. Is it better to think what I want is possible, or would you rather have people tell you, "You're right, you can't have that"? What do you want me to say? "Yeah, you're right, you can't have that. You're old. You're not good enough. You can't have that." Would you want me to say that? Does that help you at all? No, it does not. Ladies, you need to be surrounding yourself with people, and you need to really realize you need to be fueling your mind with beliefs and stories that serve you of what you want. Right? You want a wealthy provider man. You want a man that you can laugh with, a man that you're attracted to, that has a good career, good job, right? Entrepreneur, business owner, right? You need to not tell yourself these stories and beliefs. Oh, that's not impossible. That's impossible. He does not exist. I can't find that. I'm not in the right city. I'm not the beauty standard. Like, why are you creating all these blockages and beliefs of why you can't have what you want? It's so funny because so many women, the majority of women, they want a wealthy provider husband, a husband that takes care of them. Yet you're sitting here thinking, but I can't. But that's not possible. I'm not pretty enough. Like you're trying to come up with a whole bunch of excuses and blockages of why it's not possible for you, why it doesn't exist. And I'm telling you, ladies, the fact that you exist, he exists too. Whatever you believe holds true because your external reality, your 3D, is always a reflection of you. It is always reflecting your internal frequency, what you are broadcasting. If you're broadcasting lack, if you're broadcasting, I'm not good enough, I'm unlovable, men don't find me attractive, right? It's so hard to date. Dating is such a struggle. Dating is going to be a struggle. Dating is going to be hard, right? How hard or how easy are you going to make it for yourself? Are you going to tell yourself, dating is so freaking easy? I've got a long line of men lining up for me to court me, right? I got the red carpet rolled out for me. Rolls Royce rocks up in a Rolls Royce for me, opens the door for me. That is how delulu you're going to get, ladies. That is how my clients attract multi-million and billionaires. I'm not surprised when I receive DMs from my clients. They're like, oh my God, my first luxury dinner. Oh my God, took me to my first experience omakase, right? Luxury flowers. Oh my God, flew me out on a jet, right? I'm not surprised. All of my affirmation tracks, my quantum tracks, my sleep tracks all mention luxury, fine dining, multimillionaire, jets, first class, right? That's for a reason. I'm trying to reprogram your subconscious mind, right? The more delulu you are, the more audacious you are, the more you are willing to claim what you want, ladies. And I'm not talking, oh, I just want like a good man. Like, why would you? Yes, yes, a good man. We all want a good man. But think a little bit above that, then times X, times 10 that, ladies, because you can have it, right? Think illogical, unrealistic to the average woman. The crazier you think, the bigger the goals you have. That is why in business as well, I don't like to manifest in increments. That is how I signed 15,000, 20,000, more and more offers and clients that are high ticket, that are way high up than like maybe $1,000, $2,000. That's great, but I want to be an 8-figure entrepreneur, and I'm sure 9 figures after that, right? So I don't manifest in small increments. Like, oh, it'd be nice to just have a man like just pay for the first day. Why just that? Why can't I have a man that multimillionaire, drives a luxury car, opens the door for me, pays everything, gives me an unlimited American Express card that he gives me. Oh, it's on my phone as well. And I can take my friends out and he pays for my friends too. And he's like, go have fun, go get your nails done, have a great girls' day. Right? I want you ladies to think bigger. The bigger you think, the more color, more like fun, more like think of your life as you're the freaking like narrator, screenwriter, director. Think like loudly, like audaciously, right? I want you to give yourself permission to manifest bigger and more for yourself. Even though you know everyone around you, your friends, your family may think, what land are you living in? Are you delusional? Yes, I am. Claim your delusion. Claim your delusion, ladies, because I'm telling you, every time I think big, I think delulu, it freaking happens. And I'm like, holy fuck. And I'm like, I wasn't even thinking that big. And then I 10x that and I 10x that. So that was the first thing. This is all beautiful, but in 3, maybe unrealistic. It's unrealistic if you think it's unrealistic, right? It's realistic when you keep telling yourself, that's possible. That's possible. I'm seeing this girl have it. I can have it too. Keep telling yourself that. And you need to follow a bunch of social media people, women, and that look like you as well. That look like you as well. And maybe you can't find any women. Tell yourself, I get to go first. I get to pave the way. And people will look up to me. I will be the evidence. I will be the gold standard. That is what I told myself as well. When at first I thought, oh, I can't find any like Asian women who like look like me, who likes luxury like me, who grew up the same way I did, who has similar story than me. Then I was like, I'm gonna be the first of me. I'm gonna be the first of me, right? And then I created that for myself. I wanted to be just like how Crazy Rich Asians came out, right? Before that, there weren't that many like Asian like main characters. Then after Crazy Rich Asians came out, then more and more TV shows like what's it called? To All the Boys I Loved You. I think that was the Netflix show. Then more and more came out. Then The Summer I Turned Pretty. Oh my god, guys. We're going off topic here, but I just want to talk about The Summer I Turned Pretty a little bit. I watched yesterday's episode, and who else? Who else? Hi, Jasmine. Who else has been thinking, like, what has been happening the last few episodes of The Summer I Turned Pretty? I'm like, it's so random. In Paris all of a sudden. Yeah. Anyways, I hope she gets with Conrad. There's one more episode left. There's 11 episodes. Okay, back to this. I don't even know what I was talking about before. Oh yeah, be your own role model. Be your own evidence. Yes, it's great. Like I follow a lot of dating coaches. I follow a lot of like lifestyle influencers, right? And I only follow women who have provider boyfriends, husbands in their lives, right? And I see how they treat them. I see the dynamic of them, right? That's how you normalize it, right? So if you are following anyone who's like 50-50, who are always struggling, stop following accounts that's very much like hating on men as well. Because if you are hating men and subconsciously building up that resentment and hate with men, and you're reading posts and women talking about how dating's so hard, how blah, 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 it's going to subconsciously impress in your own identity that, yeah, it is hard. And then you're going to start like seeing circumstances in your own life and confirming like, oh yeah, like it is hard. It is hard to find a good man. It is hard to find a provider. And then the hardness of it, the struggle of it will keep showing up in your life. It's so important what you listen to, what you expose yourself to, ladies, is congruent to your goals and your desires with finding your dream man, with your dream business, with money. Okay. And the next thing she writes is, I'm 37 years old. I'm fit and I'm a PhD. Like she has a PhD. So the thing is here, again, doesn't matter how old you are, ladies. It does not matter how old you are. I have clients that are in their early 20s, clients that are in their late 30s, 40s, 50s as well. So that's the first thing. The second thing, I'm fit and I have a PhD. Again, there are a lot of gorgeous, beautiful, amazing women that are literally Victoria's Secret like caliber, and they're friendly, right? Please tell me how that correlates to your catch, because yes, that's great. You have that. That is some elements of like a man wanting to provide for you, wanting to pursue you. But again, that is not what wealthy provider men, like really high quality men, are looking for. It doesn't tell me like, are you feminine? It doesn't tell me, do you know how to communicate with men? Like, what is your energy like around men, right? Just because there's so, like, if you watch, what's that TV show called? Too Hot to Handle. I think that's the show. Was it Too Hot to Handle? I think so. And then there was like 3 guys who like were partnered up that cheated, that like went on this boys like beach party day and then cheated on their woman. And all the women on Too Hot to Handle are freaking gorgeous. They're fit, they're gorgeous, they're beautiful, drop dead gorgeous, right? And then they came back, they made out with a whole bunch of other women, right? And I think slept with them too, and came back. And the 3 women took those men back, right? It does not mean just because you're attractive, you're fit, right? Means that gives you a like a passive yeah, I'm gonna attract a wealthy provider man. Like that's not even what they are looking for. They are looking for a woman who has good energy, right? She has a good her energy's magnetic. She's soft. It's just so good to be around. Her energy is so what I'm saying, so juicy, like the honey pot energy, right? She's so feminine. I can be myself around. She calms me, right? Like just because you are fit and you have a PhD, there's so many women who look amazing, who have a successful job, who earn a lot of money. That does not mean yes, that's great, but that does not mean that you're entitled to a wealthy provider, high quality man. There's so many other elements that they are looking for. And that'll flow into what else I'm going to read here. My standards are much lower than yours and still cannot find a kind, respectful, masculine provider man. And I mentioned this in my stories on Instagram today. It'll still be up if you watch it within 24 days, where it does not. I don't know why women think when you lower your standards, that means you're going to have a higher chance to finding a guy, right? The lower you lower, the more you lower your standards, you're just going to find the worst of the worst bottom barrel men. You are, right? Even if you stumble upon a really good man, a high quality provider man, he's going to be repelled by you. He's going to look at you and go, she doesn't have high self-worth. She just wants to settle. She sways on her boundaries. She doesn't have any boundaries, right? She just wants a partner, but why? They can sense that, and they're gonna be like, she's not gonna be a good partner. She doesn't stand on business, right? She doesn't have a strong sense of self and identity, right? She doesn't have a strong sense of values of what she stands for, right? And they're going to look at you and go, she's not going to be a good partner. She's not going to be a good wife. I'm not going to be able to trust her. If she has low or no standards, how can I trust her long term? There's going to be other guys, right? What if another guy goes after her, and because she has low or no standards and doesn't have high self-worth, is she going to leave? Is she going to cheat on me? Trust is a huge thing with men. If they know that this is a woman of high self-worth, right? They have a high level of where they put their energy and their time to. They know they can trust that she's not gonna she's gonna be loyal. She's not gonna leave me. And they're gonna know that she's gonna be a good mother because she embodies traits and characteristics that have she has a high self-worth, stands for herself in many areas of her life. So because she embodies that, she's gonna teach and raise our kids to be that way. And they're gonna want to find a partner that has that, not that has low standards. And so they're gonna be repelled by you. This is not wife material. This is maybe casual. I can kiss her, push her boundaries because she has no boundaries, right? Men within a couple seconds of meeting you can tell if she's just gonna be a one-day date. Yeah, she's friendly, she's attractive, but a lot of that energy, the femininity, the high valueness that they're looking for, they can sense that within seconds. Had a great date, but she's not the one. Yeah, nothing bad I can say about her, but it's just she ain't it, right? They know that. They may not be able to put it in words as well, but they subconsciously, and they can feel she ain't my queen. Men want a woman that is hard to earn, right? They want a woman where they feel challenged to raise their own standards and raise their own like pursuit. They want to chase. They want to really impress you, to kind of convince you like I'm a catch. Like I'm a good choice. Let me show you what I can offer you, right? And if you're a woman who's like a pick me woman, like I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get. Right? They're gonna be like, ew, ew. I want to go to that woman over there. She looks like she's so like unbothered. She looks like a quality woman over there. Right? They can sense that. And then she says, I don't even want him to be rich. I just want him to have enough to survive without struggling. Ladies, that's some deep self-worth you got to work on there. Have enough to survive without struggling. We're not here to just survive. We're not here to just survive, ladies. We're here to enjoy our lives, to play, to like feel like we can do anything with our partners, right? To feel like they can take care of us, spoil us, like elevate us even more as well. If you have low standards, it's not because of the men. It's because it's a you thing, right? When you raise your standards, you will attract better. You will attract better. Why you can't see that, why they're not in your vicinity right now, it's because you're not broadcasting that energy, right? You're always only broadcasting what you are internally feeling and believing about yourself, what you perceive about yourself and how you relate yourself to love, to how men respond to you, how they treat you, how they spoil you or not spoil you, or what is your relationship with struggle as well, right? And reading this comment, this woman has always been like, I just want to like stay above ground. I can't even think about like being in overflow or just relaxing or having his credit card and being able to enjoy like an all girls day and use my husband's card. Right? There's so many women who can't even think of that because they're like, I'm just so used to like, there's just no like good, decent men out here that I just want to like, I don't even need to be, he doesn't even need to be rich. But why are we thinking that, ladies? Why are we thinking that? So a lot with dating and finding a good quality man is first really building that security and love and self-love within ourselves. You can say you want this, you want that, but unless you stand on business on the type of woman that you are, what you're willing, like what you deserve, right? You're always only going to attract and see the worst of the worst man. And then you're going to be like this woman. Like, he doesn't need to be rich. Like, I just want to be able to survive, like, and not like struggle, just survive. We got to think bigger than survival, ladies. Bigger than survival. We're meant to do so much in life, experience so much joy, so much bliss, right? Think first class, think private jet, 5-star hotels. Come on, ladies. It's possible for you. It's possible for you. Like you will get, like I wrote in my post that you will, if you waver on your standards and you think you have to lower them, I wrote in my post that it's literally all in the inner work and self-concept. Because the amount of certainty I have in myself, the self-love, like there is no ounce in me that feels like I'm not going to find my man. There's no ounce of any like doubt in me where I'm like, he doesn't exist. Like maybe I should lower my standards, or like maybe I should give this guy that isn't aligned a go. There's no ounce in me that has that because I've done the work, the self-love work, right? Just because you're successful, have a PhD, right? You're fit. By the way, she wrote, I'm told frequently that I'm attractive and friendly. By who? By friends, by like, if it's not like high quality men, like just because people are telling you that, they could just be saying that, you know, to be nice, to be nice. So many people say, you're a great girl, right? So many people say that. But then behind closed doors, a lot of women are like, oh, men are bad. There's no good men out there. We're all the shivers, man. Right? I don't see no like Southern hospitality. Like it's so hard to get a man to even pay. Like behind closed doors, you could be attractive, you could be successful, smart, intelligent, but in the background at home with your girlfriends, you could be talking really bad about men. And you could be like this independent boss lady. When you're with men, you're just leading with your accolades. I have got a PhD, right? Like I got it all. Like that's not the energy that they are after. And then she wrote, sometimes I wonder if I will forever be alone. And I get that. A lot of women, I've been there before. And like I said, when you are so obsessed with your life, with yourself, your purpose, like if you don't have that, ladies, if you don't have that, you're gonna be like wondering a lot. And then you're gonna be like, maybe I should settle. Maybe I should lower my standards. That's why it's so important to tap into your creative life force energy, to tap into your gifts. Every one of us ladies have incredible gifts, whether that is an artist, a musician, right? A chef, whatever it is, a content creator, a coach, whatever it is, ladies, you got to be so obsessed with yourself. And that's the prize mentality. That is the like, my life is amazing. Like, what do you bring to the table? Like, what do you have to offer me? Like, I've created a kingdom. I've created the most beautiful life for myself. What do you have to bring to me? Right? Again, you are the one who does the choosing, the cherry picking. That is when the tables have turned. That is main character energy. That is what you have to tap into. Not like, I'm going to be forever alone. There's no, I need to lower my standards. Right? That is like the opposite energy. You are the magnet. Everything flows to you. The men pursue you. The men come to you. The men, your phone is blowing up, right? Messages from your freaking 10 guys on your roster, right? You got to tap into that main character energy. And if you struggle with that, it means you have a lot of voids and holes in your life. You got to start filling them up, right? Whether it's, I feel like although you're making money, right? Maybe you are feeling like unfulfilled in your job. And then guess what? When you're unfulfilled in your job, you're not going to feel happy about your life or yourself. And guess where you're going to look for a distraction? You're going to start distracting yourself and trying to fill that void that you have with your unfulfilled career with men, because they bring excitement. They bring this ooey gooey like feelings that we all love, right? But that's not the right kind. You got to have that within yourself first. That is how you have that certainty, that conviction in, I'm fucking amazing. Like, I'm doing big things in my life. Like, I'm a whole different person every single month. I'm hitting my goals, right? That is when it's so easy to walk away from anyone. You're not even phased, right? Ladies, my life has changed so much from like 5-10 years ago. I used to have a really bad attachment style. Now I'm so secure in myself, so secure. Like when I hear a lot of people like, oh, I'm gonna be alone, like struggling, like dating is so hard. They go on multiple dates, and I'm like, I'm fucking chilling. I'm fucking chilling. Like the amount of certainty and like inevitability that you develop when you actually fall in love with yourself is unparalleled. There's no dating surface level strategies or tactics that could ever replace that. That is why when you work on yourself, you work on your own career, your own purpose, you build yourself up, naturally everything else flows. Love will come in. Right? So many times when I'm working on myself, like whether it's upgrading my wardrobe, whether that is being more courageous, more brave in my business, whatever it is, guys, like my love life, my friendships, people just find me. I don't go looking for them. I never go looking for them. It comes so effortless, so easy. And then she said, I remember a video Mina did on adjusting your standard. Mina is another business life love coach on YouTube and Instagram. Another thing is, stop. You should never be listening to women. I will never tell you, ladies, that you can't do anything. I will never tell you to lower your standards. I will never tell you that. Do not ever follow anyone that tell you that you can't do something. You're different to me, right? You don't know what someone else inherently, like how deep, how beautiful the self-belief is, the power within them, right? And growing up, in my early 20s, late teens, like my parents would have a lot to say about what I wanted to do with my career, entrepreneurship. But I was like, they don't know me. They don't know they don't know my heart. They don't know the power within me. And I had to lead myself, right? Despite what other people thought, despite like, oh, you're not going to make any money. Like, are you sure about that? Despite all of that, I'm like, I'm going to prove you wrong. I know what it takes. I feel the fire within myself. I trust myself. I believe in myself. I'm going to do another live on how I grew up. And it's going to piggyback the video I did on racism, bullying. And I'm going to talk about like what to do, how to navigate if your parents don't support you. That's a huge thing. And being able to still love them and understand where they're coming from, but still stand firm in your vision you have for yourself, the goals you have for yourself, right? And like developing that relentless self-belief is everything. Any goal you have in life, entrepreneurship, content creator, going like any dreams and goals and businesses you want to create, every woman needs to have that, right? You don't look outside, ask your parents, ask your friends, is this a good idea? Do you think I should do this? No. It's always coming within yourself, trusting your inner guidance system, trusting yourself that you know where to go, right? And you trust your gut that is always bringing you, it's always the right, like the pathway to where you want to go, and trusting in that. And it has never led me astray. And the last thing she wrote is, if you're still not married yourself, maybe your standards are too high. So firstly, so many things to say about this, because I hear this a lot when people, like, I follow and I have learned from so many dating coaches on YouTube, on Instagram, like Matthew Hussey. He got married, I think 36, 37. Like, and let me tell you this, like, I'm sure a lot of you ladies know Matthew Hussey. He's a dating coach here on YouTube, Instagram as well. When I was in my mid and late teens, I binged watched all his videos, and he has taught me so much. He's helped me through so many heartbreaks, like everything, right? And of course, I've invested in other coaches and love coach, relationship coaches as well. And he got married at 37. And Lewis House, I think he got married at 39. So many like high quality men and women that I've seen have gotten married mid, like early mid, or mostly mid to late 30s I've seen. And to think someone can't help you if they're not married yet, like I think that's diabolical. I mean, just go look at all the testimonials on my website. Like, if I got proposed to tomorrow, next week, next month, in 2 months even, is that statement still going to hold? Right? Is that statement still going to hold? It makes no sense to me. Like, I follow this other coach, I think her name is Aaliyah, here on YouTube, and she just recently got married. But she has been teaching dating, and she's been teaching about provider men for years as well. So you have to also, another thing I want to say on this, just because someone is married doesn't mean they're going to give great marriage advice. Same with even like healthy eating as well. Like, I have followed so many fit coaches, but the advice they've given me compared to other people that I've followed who is still doing the work as well and isn't like a I don't know if I want to use that. No, I want to use the other analogy. What was I going to say? I just lost my train of thought. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, just because, for example, like if you are married, if you want, I feel like there's a lot, like, I don't know if you guys know Alexis here, Alexis here on YouTube. I follow her. I love her. She's a feminine embodiment coach. She's not married yet either. But the dating videos that she does, right? And about femininity, about communication with men, about how to talk to men, how to state your boundaries in a feminine way has helped me so much, right? I followed so many coaches where they're not married yet, but then like 2 months later, a year later, they're married. But what has that have anything to do with if their coaching and their advice is good or wrong? And just because someone's not married doesn't mean like there's like I would say like not 90 a lot of marriages a lot of marriages are definitely not they don't have that aliveness. They don't have the like the connection. But I would rather listen to a dating coach that has high standards, who will not settle, right? Than someone who is married. And also another thing, when you are dating, you have a lot more experience. When you are actually doing the work and actually dating, you have a lot more to share, to give advice on, to coach on than if you are married. I would say if you're married, you can coach on more like relation, like the connection within the marriage. But again, just because someone's single and married does not make one good or bad. Like there's so many single women who have like the longest roster, right? And they are doing the choosing. They are taking their time. Like never lower your standards just because maybe 1 year, 2 years, how many years you haven't yet found your person, right? Having high standards is a huge benefit to yourself, regardless. Like what is the alternative, right? Lower your standards and like settle. Like why would you do that? You're gonna be so unaligned with yourself. You get like I remember like dating these guys back in my like late teens, early 20s, and like I was always in distress, anxious, put on a lot of weight. Like I did not feel good, and every time I was single, I felt alive. I felt so on purpose. My business, everything was just skyrocketing. Do not ever lower your standards if you don't see results yet. Instead, it's better to like just audit yourself, audit your life. What have you been focusing? What has your energy been like? Where you can still pour more love, fill those voids up, right? And just surrender and trust in the universe, in divine timing. It's going to come. Your person's gonna be here. Just like I said, when you are focusing on yourself, like all the energy is like you are attracting, you become a super attractor. And you're not really focused on where is he? He's not here yet. Like if you watched all my other content on stop checking your 3D. Every time you check your 3D of he's not here yet, you're always in lack, right? Like I'm still alone, right? I'm so single. Like I'm so unlovable. When you're in that energy, you're broadcasting that energy. And it'll keep looping and looping and looping. So just because they're not here yet does not mean he's not going to come tomorrow, next week, next month, very soon, right? Again, every single day, I want you to really check yourself with what's the alternative? Just keep asking yourself that. What's the alternative? To feel bad about myself, to say I'm still unlovable, he's not here yet, the money's not here yet, I don't look good. Like, what's the alternative? To say that I'm not good enough, I'm not the beauty standard, men don't find me attractive? Like, are you going to put more chips in that bucket of misery and suffering? Or are you going to put more chips in the bucket of my life is so abundant, I have so many amazing friends, like my business is skyrocketing, like, oh my God, like I'm falling in love with myself every single day. That energy here, ladies, is what? attracts the love. Focus your time on loving yourself, on becoming the best version of yourself and living a colorful life. And everything else will follow. Everything else will follow. If you struggle with that trust and surrender, it's doing the inner work. It's doing the inner work, because when you're in that vortex of like magnetism of self-love on your own purpose, and you wake up every single day like, my God, my life is amazing. Like, today is the best day of my life. Like, you're so excited. When you're in the vortex of that, you're the lack, the looking for, it's not here yet. Like, you're not even thinking about that. That is like, that has died. That the old you that used to think that way has died, right? But until you do the self-love work, until you work on your, like, your passions, your career, like creating that, bringing that to life, growing that, scaling that, you're not gonna understand, right? You're still gonna keep checking your 3D, and you're still gonna be replaying and embodying this like victimhood mentality of everything's out of my control. It's a man problem. It's a society problem. It's economy, inflation problem, right? It's just, maybe my life wasn't, maybe not in this lifetime. Maybe I wasn't born to have that, right? She can have it, but I don't think I can, right? What is the alternative? To believe in that, or to believe that I get to pave the way? Like, even if I don't see evidence of a woman that looks like me, who has been through the same things as me, but I'm telling you, there are a lot of women who have. There's always a story that is, I would say, like, worse than you, or had it worse than you, then they did it. Use that as evidence of, if she could do that with that, how she was raised, what happened to her, oh my goodness, what could I achieve? Right? If she could do that, oh my goodness, I can do that as well, times 10. Right? Or like, think of yourself as your greatest role model. Like, think of yourself, you have to really think, like, every single day I think, like, what type of like mother would I be? Like, am I going to tell my kid, oh yeah, like, I don't think that's possible to have, like, oh, like, it's just old age, or like whatever excuse that you come up with, that is like, that grosses me out. Like, I would never, like, I can't even imagine becoming that type of mother to my kid. Like, think of that too, ladies. Think about, what type of role model would you be to your own kids? Your kids can, by just being around you, observing you, they can feel and sense your confidence, your insecurities, by how you show up every single day, not by like what you say to them, what you tell them, but what you are showing to them, right? My mom had the courage to do this. Wow, she told me I could do anything. And she's not even just saying it, but she's living as it. My mom has high standards. And the husband and father she chose, like, wow. I look up to my parents. They're the gold standard. That's the type of marriage that I want. Again, what's the alternative? To settle, lower your standards, right? To be unhappy. And not even that, when you are with someone that is not equally yoked and like lifestyle compatible with them, there's gonna be physical, mental signs. You're not gonna feel good. Like I mentioned, like, I had stomach aches, like anxiousness all the time. I gained a bunch of weight, and every time I was single, I'd lose all the weight. It's your body rejecting their energy. It's your body rejecting their energy. The focus on your time, when it's a dating problem and finding love problem, it's always, most of the time, a self-love problem and dropping into your feminine problem. Focus on really embodying your feminine in every area of your life. And a huge thing I see with my clients as well is that they are in a career and success that they had to really be in the masculine in. And that's why I find a lot of successful women struggle to find wealthy provider men. And that was my issue too, was because I was so overly like, boss babe, like, yes, you see me online. Like, I would say a lot of my content is very like leadership role, very coaching role. But when I'm on dates, guys, I'm like, I'm very like relaxed, very like playful, flirty, very just like leaned back. But when I'm coaching, I'm very like I'm trying to like activate y'all. I'm really trying to like coach you guys, give advice, like really like help you like tap into your power. And so the energy is different. And learning that, like the energy that you bring to your business is very different to how your energy is being with a man, right? You're more leaned back, you're more like present, you're more just like having fun, being in the moment, right? And letting him lead. And that is the dance between like especially if you're an entrepreneur and business owner and then you're dating as well, learning how to dance between those two energies. So that is today's live, guys. Do you girls have any questions? Um, I'll answer any questions in the next few minutes, but I definitely want to do more lives on here. I think the next one I'm gonna do about like bullying, racism, like parents, and how I had to navigate that and how to use your environment, your undesired environment as contrast. Using contrast using contrast is one of the most powerful tools you can use, your undesired current environment, to really harness the power of that to create what you do want. I'll talk more about that on the next live. But I hope you ladies enjoyed that one. I'm gonna definitely do more lives on here. It's just like super fun and easy, and then I get to interact with you girls. So if you're watching the replay, say hello, and I'll see you ladies tomorrow. But right now, I am gonna film a reading. So soon I'll be posting the daily reading. And if you don't know, I'm doing a reading every single day for the month of September. So I'll see you in my next. Oh, I'll be doing the readings. I'll see you there. Bye, ladies. See you.